everyone, I'm Lala, and my story is about lists. And it's about riding off into the sunset. But not at the end of the movie, at the beginning of the movie. Or as soon as you can, because why wait? So when I was a kid, my dad was a dentist, and we did these trips where we went to other countries to do volunteer work. And when I was about 13, we did one of these trips to Belize, and it changed our life. Because my parents decided they wanted to move there. And they didn't want to move there someday. They wanted to move there right away. But they didn't have enough money to retire, so they had to write lists. Lists about how they could make money and how they could move and what they could do for a job. And they did. So I met this really great guy, and we got married, and we moved to Kansas City. Anyway, so here we are, and at first we're just all bogged down with everything, right? Like mortgage and paying the bills and what's on TV. But we had this dream, and we wrote this list of things we wanted to do. And one of them was that someday we wanted to see the sun setting over a body of water from a house. And another thing was that someday I wanted to paint. So anyway, but at the time, I didn't paint, and all we had was a view of fences. So we go out to this party at Lake Lala one day, and we're talking to this guy. Oh yeah, someday we want to look out at the sunset of body water, yeah. And he just lit right up and he said, I know the lot. And we're like, oh no, we're really busy right now. He's like, no, I know the lot, I'll show you the lot. So that very day, he took us to the lot. We climbed up the cliff, we sat down, the sun set. The whole sky lit up. The whole lake lit up. This was the view. And we figured that we better buy it, because if we didn't, we weren't really following our dreams and our lists. So another thing on our list of things we wanted to do is we wanted to build a house with our own hands. So after 3 years of designing plans, that's Bob, we did it. That's me. And that's Gigi. So it took us 5 years, and we built this house, and we got our occupancy this summer. And it was a lot of work, and we kind of can't believe it. But finally, the house is practically done. And wow, did we really do this? So reaching this goal really made us think about goal lists. And this class we talked about goal lists. But at the time I was painting paintings about birds on a wire, which were about community and who we choose to listen to and who surrounds us and who we allow to surround us, just like birds on a wire. But just like that, my paintings changed, and I started reading about lists. And there's this whole internet community online where people share their lists. And so I'm reading all of these incredible list items, and I wrote something down here like clean out tack hut, sell company, push grid, set chipmunk trap, start a family charity foundation, pay parking tickets. It goes on and on. And so all of my paintings are reflecting all of these list items. And each painting is different, but it has all these lists written of them of things people are thinking about. And I realized that my solo show at Blue in February is not going to be birds on a wire, it's going to be list paintings. So I called the gallery and I let them know all this information. And I'm thinking about the show, thinking about wouldn't it be great if we could find a way so when people come to the show, they can write their own goal lists and their own to-do lists. And so I talked to the gallery, and at first I'm not really certain because that would be like a non-revenue wall if we're tacking all these lists up on a wall. But then we talk about it, how cool it could be, and they say, okay, Lisa, you can have your wall. And that is how we are here, that I am now in the middle of the list wall project. I'm looking to collect 1,000 lists. Layers and layers of lists. Layers of hopes and dreams. But I don't even want to stop there. I want to take the list wall to other cities. I'd love to see what goal lists look like in Berkeley or MIT. What are the goals of people in Chicago or Texas or Tokyo or London? So the bottom line is, do you want your sunset someday, or do you want to start on it now? What's on your list?